for anyone to decide that it's time for them to go back home to Zimbabwe, there are two factors that pushes that person. There's a push factor and a pull factor. So today we're going to talk about the reason why we chose or why we're planning to go back home. So this is the alien father alongside the alien mother, and we always back with a bang. So guys, it's not an easy decision for somebody to make when you decide that you want to go back home, but factors pushes you that it is high time to go back home.
Yes, guys, it's not an easy journey. It's a tough journey because everything in your life, everything, it was in South Africa. Maybe you've got decades and decades here. So to wake up one day and say, I'm going home for good, it's not that easy. Because unenge wane zvipoto zvako, vamwe vanenge vatorima zvigarden zvavo outside the yard, vamwe vanenge vatoita kana zvinhu zvakawanda, watova engaged nalandlord. Sometimes hapana landlord, you are the landlord now, so you feel this is my place. Then suddenly now we said, I want to decide to go back home for good. So there is the steps you need to take. It's not just a one day thing. You need to plan for a long time so that you can go.
Yeah, guys, it's a tough decision, like I said. For me, I've stayed here in South Africa for quite a long time. I think I came here 2007. Yes, even though I was going back here and there, but for me, I feel like I've overstayed my stay. Because when you think that you're gonna spend the rest of your life in a foreign country and you don't have things to show off, stuff like that. I know some other people, they do have like asset they have, but what I feel like having an asset in your own country will make a big difference than in a foreign country. Yes, you might have it in a foreign country, that's a good thing, but also have a place, a home, back home in Zimbabwe. So I've been thinking, like this time I'm growing up, so going back home is a good advantage for me, because if I go and start something back home, probably like farming, probably like a small business, at least some years down the line I'll be somewhere else, than for me to stay and decide to go back home when I'm already probably 50 plus years or 60 years. Then I won't be having energy to do anything. But at my age right now, 40 plus years, I know that I still have the energy to go start something. Then 3, 4, 5 years time, at least that thing will be booming. Because with the experience that I have down here, with a lot of things that I've learned here down in South Africa, in diaspora, at least that can make a difference for me to go and impart it back home in whatever that I'll be doing.
And also the good part of Zimbabwe, we are not going to work difficult jobs, because in Zimbabwe there's nothing like that. There's nothing like you can spend 15 hours or 9 hours in a farm standing, uchimhanya up and down, the sun is burning, there is no water, the boss, the owner of the farm, and the foreman is watching you. You can't even stand. Your break, it will be 15 minutes, your lunch, it will be 10 minutes, then you need to go back in the work. So in Zimbabwe, I don't think we can work like that. We just work not like the way people are working here in South Africa, because in South Africa kunotoda vanhu vanotoziva kutoti if I go to work, I need to go and prove myself so that I can earn. If you are not going to work very hard, you are not going to earn, because it's target. In farms, you need to work with targets. So in Zimbabwe, of course, you can go and do umbrella thing, but it's not about 24/7. Wakangumira. Utori time and maneru. Like other people say, I don't know, because I don't have experience of feeding chickens. They say you need to wake up usiku uchi feed the goods. Yes, but it's not like 2 hours or 3 hours. Like if you are, because sometimes here kuma industry, like kuma factories, they work my night shifts. So which means that the whole night you need to work wakashinura, and they need to work very hard, because my foreman anenge aripo, they guide you kuti guys, we are here to get paid. We are not here to come and play. So if we are doing this in Zimbabwe, I think we'll be billionaires in less than a year. Because now we have got our motto is going to work. It's not about you need to seek to, hey nasikuru pisa, I don't need to do this, like those things shakato pay that the way you cross yourself in this country, you need to work very hard, and you need to know that I need to pay rent in time. If you don't have rent like Zimbabwe, you can say mama nasa namal, but in this side you don't need to negotiate.
Yes.
They just take your clothes and put them out so that munate say apinde. So if most of the people if they are willing now to go back to Zimbabwe, they're going to make more money. They are going to work like they don't care, because now they've got experience to working very hard.
Yeah, guys, home is home no matter what. Decide or not. But home is home. That's where we belong. So the thing, guys, like when you are back in Zimbabwe, when you go back to Zimbabwe and you are doing your own things, I know that people there back there are hustling like crazy. They are making it big time. There are tough times. There are also like ways to make it happen. It all depends with your mindset, how you can maneuver or penetrate the market. So how you can communicate with the people around and how you can sell your product. So in Zimbabwe, things depend on you. Like for you to get money, it has to be you who has to make it happen. So that's another part of the thing that I like, about going back home, because here in South Africa, we're actually doing it ourselves. We are self-employed. We are running our own small business. So if we take our small business and do it back home, at least we will be in our environment. We'll be at home. No trouble, nothing else. We'll be having peace of mind. Whatever little dollar that we get is something big, We don't have to direct it to rentals. We don't have to direct it to other things, being in foreign countries. You understand what I mean? So back home doing things, that's gonna make you happy, boys. When you are doing it for yourself, guys, when you are doing for yourself ulpa ground, you definitely know that I do have a peace of mind.
And they also, as you see, most of these content creators, they are going back home. Those things they learn from here in South Africa, because
yes.
if they were in Zimbabwe, because with Zimbabwe, to be honest, data is very expensive. So all these things zvakaitikira here in South Africa ndokukubikwa zvinhu. So people vaona kuti content creator, you can earn something with these content creators. Because here data is just not that expensive. So pavakaona kuti if you have got data, you can make content. They learn here in South Africa. After they learn, they go back to Zimbabwe. And as you see, most of the people, they learn kuti raw areas is the motto now. Do you see how tight and mukadzi wake they are doing massive raw area?
Yes.
It's not like near towns. They just drive far to go and do their thing. Like they are content creators. They build their biggest house. You see the according to content creation, Jura, all those things, they are styling their house because they are content creators. So that one day can have a don't trauma photos for Jura. Because it's for content. So they need to do their best, so that one day if they want to garapajura or panze and they start talking about any story they want to share with you, panotoreka, because pakadi pakanaka. When we go to Nana Mugove, they were here in South Africa, but you see the Mbaya Waka Waka, because they are learning here from South Africa. Something they said, if we are going to fall in this content creation, we need to have a nice place, because if you are a content creation, you are an artist, so that you can accommodate everyone.
Yes.
That is why content creation, they build their best houses so that an artist can come, anyone can come, they can accommodate that person, because now they know content creation in order something classy, even traditional, but chakanaka chakavakwa in a way when they come and see. So kana wataenda kumba kwaka uchida kuona imba yake, you need to get paid. Or even just come and see, then what agreement we can take video with you. That is why people are learning here in South Africa. So if you are in South Africa, you need to learn something. See something. Okay, now I need to go back home for good. What can I carry with if you go back today, I'm going to start this thing.
Okay, guys, that comes to an issue that I and my wife experienced here in South Africa. You see, in South Africa, guys, there are rural places. There are people living in the rural areas. But if you get to their places, you're going to see that they're not missing anything. They are not missing even a little thing, but they have it all. Because we were driving, we went to the other place. Then what we saw, guys, gated place, we're going to put a video here.
What right? You need to show people
See, guys, it's like you're entering your own rural home back in Zimbabwe. So this is the way the Zimbabwean rural kind of setting is going. This is what's happening. As you can see, this other side, guys, it's like a beautiful setting, trees and stuff like that. So this is actually a nice pavement where the car drives, and look at that beautiful home. So that at least you can build your own home. You can build your own home, you know, just like that back in Zimbabwe. And look at that lawn. You can make the landscaping just like that, so green, so nice. Maybe you can play golf, or maybe you can do something with your family. Just this setting is just it's just amazing, guys. This is the kind of the thing that we're talking of. To those people who are afraid to go and reside in the rural areas, town is no longer the place to be, guys. Town is no longer the place to be, guys. Just this was no longer the place to be. You can do your farming this side, then you can do quite a lot of things on the other side. It's a gated place, guys. Very beautiful. Nice lawn, nice house. Everything they have, with electricity, everything. You see, guys, this actually removes the fear of the people. Kuti building back in the rural area is something that is chinonchikisa. Not at all. It is something that is great and awesome. Like what my wife said about Tite, you know, and his wife. They're enjoying their best life in the rural areas. Also, they're enjoying their best life in the rural areas. It's all about what you build, you know, creating something. You can create the urban in the rural area so that you can live comfortable, you know, so that you won't miss any other resources that are in the towns. And then in the rural areas, what I like about it, you can be productive while you live in large as well. While you live in life like you're living in the Borodale. You know what I'm saying? So guys, this is the other main reason that pushed me to want to go back home and do something. Because when I look around here in South Africa, and the farms and the places that are far remote from the town where the white people are staying, they are living beautiful in those farms. They do have peace of mind. They can do their way, remote work that side. They do a lot of things, guys. Games, all those kind of things. Of which issues we used to say like rural areas just visiting that side over Christmas. You know, just to see Anna go and other relatives, you know. But now rural has become a business centers, business area. But we have to make it happen ourselves. This generation that is building down there, we have to create employment. Not just building bigger houses for the sake of like, we just want to stay and just to, you know, we have to create employment. Because we know that people are coming from the rural areas, going to the towns to look for employment. But we can do it down there. Because if nobody can create the employment for us, if we cannot create it, nobody's going to create it for us, guys. So it's high time that we are building the rural areas. At the same time, we are creating employment.
And also to those men, they've got struggling wife. They don't want to go back to the rural areas. Here are the tips. You need to show your wife like modern roundhouses, so that she can be also interested. Because isusu we grew up kuma-raw areas kune chikitchen chisina kana window, kune thatching yaitwa nana baba vedu yainenge kungotsveta uswa. So now you need to research more about the round houses, how do people thatch those houses, so that you need to show your wife we are not going to stay like we are struggling. We are going to stay like this, baby. We are going to have Wi-Fi. You always wear your shorts no matter what. You always wear your morning slippers. You need to do better, because if we are thinking about raw areas, we are thinking about now we are going back to Fika Washo. Now we are going to go in the dig timber pass every day. Every time we are now going to short cooking oil, we are going to short, like most of the women, they need to moisturize in their body. They need to kukuzora mafuta garawa chingozora, like here in South Africa they need to have more time out. So we don't have, we think we don't have that time. So you as a father now, we need to look all those things with the baby, find a nice house so that you can indeed go to YouTube, more research on YouTube.
Yes.
If you see on Chitima, he's busy empowering young couples. Society vatenga dzimba muma ebeni. Is it town? Is it ebeni?
Like rural areas mostly.
No, not rural. Varku Chitima ariku empower vana vechidiki kuti vaende kunonga kumaruzeva. Asku empower na vechidiki kuti vaende mutown. Why? Because dzimba dzakuvakwa kumaruzeva dzangofanana nedzekuchi. That is why if you have got your wife arikuva ane fear kuti I can't go to build kuma rural areas, but your baba you've got talent, muratidze more on Chitima. Go to Chitima videos, you can see kuti there are young couples, there are people coming from UK building in rural areas, there are people coming from Canada, all over the world. Zimbabweans they be married varungu, they come with their varungu kuma raw areas and build their best, starting from swimming pools, anything you missing, you were using in each country you were in. Raw area. Why? Because raw area in advantage yokuti amskutenga njimbo. Maybe you save like 5,000 in years, 10,000 in years.
Yes.
If you go back now, you can save pako. How are you in 2 minutes? You know what to pay the kwaka. Like 10,000 in years. Could only tenga borodo yard. I tombo feri. I tombo itaka na kota imari boss kundi wa marizaketa se zakawana. So you as a father now, you need to represent yourself to your wife. You need to put anything so that she don't need to be stressed, to be fear. Also in those aluminium windows, you need to put them around the houses.
Be modern.
And you need to put tiles, like we don't need to live like teacher of course you can do it, but you also you need to because you need to prove yourself with the baby. We are not going to suffer. We are not going to stay like no, we need to work very hard to give ourselves what we want. So it's you men, you need to fimba mskana wako chimuratidza kuti this raw area we are going to do this, baby, we are going to do this. Also mama anzi my video can take my video can go kuruizi as in kuruizi mune makuti uchi we are going to outing. Yes, for picnics.
Like picnic, yeah.
Yes, baby, we got this for picnic. We are going to wear this. We need to buy this for picnic. We need to prepare so that if you go there, you don't need to get bored. Baby, we need to buy king size or more than king size so that can just couple of paid. Baby must go and check my bedding stuff here. When we go there, we don't need to miss anything. You need to cook like mskana so that you need to win balls. If we win this, everyone can go to those who are single kutenga mavasina need kutenga vanonema raw areas, but vari kutadza confidence vakadzi vavo. So I'm empowering you guys, going to see periods, going to see Kunda Chitima or other countries. They are say homestead, even kuvaru you can see they are staying kuma raw areas ikoko paanotuma homestead pokaita kuma jokoto kune more things like romantic thing. You have got time, you and your wife don't have time with more people. My friends, they don't just come who knock up a door, you are busy, want to share idea with the wife, they're not told I'm saying the conva. When you raw area, you spend more time on planning. When you plan so that we need to focus on this. Of course you can plan sometimes as good, but most of the things should not Buddha because we are not more into people.
Yeah, that is for sure, guys. That's for sure, boss. It's all about the mindset. We have to change the old mindset to the new mindset. We have to modernize whatever that we're doing so that we won't be able to miss other places. Because imagine like you're coming from a town right now. You know, you're coming from diaspora. Now you have to go and live in the rural areas. You see, you'll be totally behind. But the thing that you can do is like try to take that modern thing, that mindset of the modernization, then you impart it wherever you are. Then you can enjoy the benefits of it. So guys, that's the thing that also is also pulling me to go back home. It's only that the money, we have to hustle to make it, you know. But that's what is pulling me, boss. I need to build something that is nice, something that is cozy, something that's gonna make me feel comfortable. And I need to create quite a lot of things, you know. I need to make my place, my rural, be the best to be. Because that's the vision that we must have, guys. So like I said, for somebody to go back home, there is a push and a pull factor. Because the push factor is, this side, guys, things are a little bit tough. Like I said, like we're only working for rentals, you know, situations, sometimes you don't know what's happening, tomorrow is being said this and that, you know. I'm not gonna say as it is, guys, because you know what's going on around, you know. So the thing is, like, you got to be prepared to go back home, whether you like it or not. But planning to go back home is the best thing ever, because growing old in a foreign country and then you got nothing to show of back home, it's a bad thing. While you are seeing other people on YouTube, you are seeing the Carlos, you know, Bucharis, you're seeing all the other people doing a lot of things, and you're just watching it, you're enjoying it, but you don't know that each and every minute your age is going up, you know. Then when you go back home, then you're gonna see them living big, but you got nothing, you know. You got nothing. You'll be very depressed, guys. I don't want to lie to you. So it's high time that you decide that it's high time that I go home while I still can, while I still have the energy to go and do something. Then go and engage yourself into the activity that's happening, or maybe engage yourself in a business, create businesses and stuff like that, so that in the future you'll be in a better position. But the more that we hide in diaspora, thinking that maybe one of the day we're gonna hit a lottery, sometimes it's not gonna happen, guys. Better you go with the little that you have. Start something, you know. Talk to the people around. Let them educate you. Let them teach you what's on the market, what's happening. You know, what's giving them money, how they're making money and stuff like that. Learn things, guys, than just to relax here. Because here in diaspora, guys, we are relaxing because we can get ice cream. We're relaxing because we can get Wi-Fi, you know, cheap Wi-Fi, you know, we can get bread, we can get whatever. And some jobs are easy, you know. Let's not relax, guys, because we belong in our country, and definitely we're gonna go back home. If you don't want to go back home now, but the calling is gonna come, you're gonna feel like, no, guys, I don't belong here, I need to go back home. Then what have you done? What have you created? You know, guys, let's not sleep, let's not be lazy, let's not relax. Let's wake up and decide while we still